Hello, friends. How many of you have been dreaming of starting something new? Say, starting a blog, a business, a new hobby, or to start playing a sport. But you have been putting it in the back burner for various reasons. But the main reason being you not able to find some time for it, or you're too busy, or you have too much in your plate. Today, I'll be reviewing a book titled Make Time by Jake Knapp and John Zeratsky, which might actually help you in finding some time in your life to do the things which you always wanted to do. This book talks about how you can achieve more from your time and live a happy, healthy life. The authors of the book, Jake and Jay-Z, as they call themselves in this book, they have actually tried all the suggestions which are in this book and they have been able to achieve some great things in their life. They were both ex-employees of Google and part of teams which actually made Gmail and YouTube addictive. They were actually getting sucked into the notifications and living a very busy life where the past week, the month, or even a year seemed like a blur. So they decided to live a very intentional life and that improved the quality of life a lot. Jake and Jay-Z talk about 4 steps which can actually help you be more productive. They are highlight, laser, energize, and reflect. First up is highlight. We all think that to achieve more in your life, you have to be more productive and have more goals. But Jake and Jay-Z actually disagree with it. They want us to make time for what's more important in our life. That is the first step, picking the highlight of the day. The highlight can be anything ranging from a task which you want to complete at work, cooking dinner, or going for a walk with your wife. Create a highlight for the day and make time to complete the task in that day. So, if nothing else goes right in the day, at least you have made time for the most important task of the day. A highlight can be picked based on 3 things. Number 1, urgency. How urgent is the task in question? For example, you might have to finish a presentation by end of the day. That can be a highlight. Number 2, satisfaction. How satisfying it is to complete the task. For example, a 5K run can be satisfying and more rewarding than spending 2 hours in the computer to finish a presentation. So a 5K run can be a highlight. Number 3 is joy. If you sit back and think how much joy does completing this task bring you? So the highlight for the day could be something like having a nice meal with your wife or going to a park with your kid. Every strategy mentioned in this movie is more like a trial and error method. A given strategy might not work for you. If it does, you stick with the strategy, or you might try a new strategy and see if it makes any difference. Once you pick your highlight, you make time for the highlight. This is slotting some time in your calendar for the highlight. This can be different for each person. Some people like to do it in the night before their meal or 1 or 2 hours before their bedtime. Some would like to do it first thing in the morning. Personally, for me, I would like to get at my highlight first thing in the morning so that I have a sense of achievement and a feeling that I've done a lot in the day already. The second step is laser. You have picked your highlight and you also allocated time for it in your calendar. Now comes the time to be not distracted and be laser focused on the task at hand. The distractions can actually come in many ways. It could be from your infinity pools. The authors actually call them infinity pools. Anything which has a swipe down to refresh, they call it an infinity pool. It could be apps like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or even your email. You spend a lot of time on your phone and you also spend a lot of time watching TV. Research states that once you get distracted from a task, it takes you few minutes to actually get back on track. Without any distractions, you can be laser focused and you can do a much better task of the task at hand. To be distraction free, Jake and Jay-Z suggest several things in this book. The ones that I personally like and I picked up are: have a distraction free phone. Remove all your apps from the home screen and keep it clean. That way, when you unlock your phone, you're not distracted from what you want to do on the phone. Number two, they suggest deleting all the social media apps. That was a little extreme for me. I did get rid of Facebook, but I have switched off all the notifications from all my emails and social media apps. Number three is wear a wristwatch. This one I've used a little differently as well. I still love my smartwatch and get a lot of benefits out of it, but I have turned off all the notifications from the watch and use it purely as a fitness tracker. Number four, skipping the morning distraction. This is something where you don't check your phone first thing in the morning. I don't check my phone in the morning when I wake up, but I do pick up my Kindle and spend 10 minutes reading and then going on with my morning rituals. Number five is clean up your phone. This is where you're getting rid of all the apps from the phone which you no longer use and also assessing the apps which you use. For example, if you use Facebook to stay in touch with your friends and family, won't it be better calling your friends and family every now and then rather than using Facebook, which has a high probability of you getting into the infinity pools? Number six is email. There is a whole big chapter about email in this book, but the technique which I'm using works pretty well for me is I have actually turned off all the notifications of my email on my laptop. This includes both the sound alert and also the pop-up alert. This way, I'm not notified every time I'm getting an email, and I actually schedule 15 to 20 minute time slots every 2 to 3 hours to check my email and respond to them. This helps me from not getting distracted by my email. Hope you all are enjoying the video so far. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. For more reviews of movies, books, series and products, and videos on finance and sports, please subscribe to the channel. Third is Energize. A human being can be efficient in the work that he's doing only when his mind and body is rested. So, Energize is an important part of being productive. Just like a device which has zero battery, if human beings are not energizing themselves and they're running on fumes, it becomes very unsustainable in the long run. The Energize part is split into six. Number one, keep it moving. You have to move your body regularly throughout the day. So this could be exercising 20 minutes every day, going for a walk every day, or intentionally taking the stairs instead of the lift. Number two, eat real food. The food you eat is very important in energizing your body. The more greens you eat, the more good it is for you. Eat 3 proper meals. That way, you're not always hungry. Or you can try intermittent fasting. That's the way cavemen used to eat. Or you can snack like a kid. That means You always eat something healthy like fruit or other healthy stuff when you're hungry and are craving for a snack. Number 3, optimize caffeine. I don't drink coffee or tea, so I was not able to relate to this, but they do suggest not having caffeinated drinks after 4 pm. Number 4, get off the grid. This could be going for a walk in the nature, not using your headphones, meditation. Number 6, sleep in a cave. Have a sleep routine every day where you dim your lights few hours before going to bed. Turn your bedroom into a cave, which means having no distractions in your bedroom. Get an olden style alarm clock instead of having alarm in your phone. And keep your phone away from the bed. The final part of being more productive is reflect. This is reflecting on how your day went. Did you select your highlight? Did you make time for it? How did working on your highlight go? Were you able to laser focus on the highlight? Or the distractions and infinity pools distracted you? Sitting back at the end of the day and reflecting how things went. If something worked for you, you can actually stick to it and try it again the next day. If something didn't work for you, reflect on why it didn't work for you. Maybe give it another go or try something new, another method the next day. If something worked really well for you, the next day you can actually stick to it or try another method which might actually work much better for you. So make time by setting your highlight, avoid distractions by using laser, energize your body, and reflect on how your day went. I hope you all liked the video. Please check out our food and travel blog. The link is in the description below. Also check out the links below for some rewards and freebies of some sites and services that I use. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, take care. Ciao.